We've had a good handful of days that were pretty warm lately. It makes it feel like it's almost springtime. So we started doing some cleaning, and Lori's pretty excited to do a quick video of the cabin, just to kind of show what we're living in and see where we're at and maybe some future plans on what we plan on doing. So right now this is the porch. It's covered by the loft with the water. It's about 9 feet deep. We have wires coming down here for the generator, which charges our inverter and batteries. Then our freezer sits out front. We have that plugged into the generator. It does not go off our batteries inside. It's plenty cold enough, so just with these warm days, we plugged it in for now. On the side here, we have siding for the inside of the house. That's all planed, ready to go. It needs cut to width yet, and the groove cut in, and then these are stacked that still need to be planed. So with that said, let's head inside. So coming into the cabin, this is mostly our living space where we hang out most of the time. We got our 2 couches in the L shape, and gives us plenty of space for doing any sort of project we want to do. Over here we have our wood stove, keeping the minimum distance from our couch currently, and it's just on a piece of hard rock right now. But our plan for this is to pour a slab and then probably tile the back. And then we will make a built-in structure for storing the wood. Right now we don't have a lot of wood in here. We do have to get that carried in before it starts getting cold again. So we have the closet right when we come in. This is where all our snow clothes and boots get dumped right away. We also keep our dirty laundry there for when we're going to be taking it out. Our power panel is also in this closet. Plan with this is to get it the rest of the way framed in and get some doors hung on here. But I haven't framed it in until I get the doors, and I'm not sure if I'm going to build the doors yet or if we're going to buy some. So currently that's how it sits. We're just hanging everything on nails right now. Coming down this way, we have our water jugs for drinking water and a lot of storage for our, well, mostly baby stuff right now, and a bunch of tools. The plan is to, along this wall, build like a bookshelf type thing. So it'll be open shelving down to about the light switch. And then from here, I think we're going to make just a couple cupboard doors for storage. And the shelving will probably come up to just below the light switch. So that's where the shelving will stop and go backward. And then we'll have the 2 cupboard doors so we can reach propane behind here. Eventually that'll get plumbed outside, but that's how it works currently. So coming into the kitchen, we have the stove that was natural gas and now is converted into propane. And then this section, we have all of our canned goods in the corner here, and then a folding table where we do dishes. Underneath the table, we have bulk items like bulk flour and sugar. I think we have one of beans and one of pasta. And in the future, the plan is to build cabinets that go all the way from the stove, wrap around the corner, and go to the fridge. And then the sink will be right center of the window. The refrigerator, this is electric. It does draw quite a bit. When we got that plugged in, it took about half a day off of our battery life for our solar system. So we do have to charge it a little more often because of it, but we are happy with it. It's a bit smaller and fits everything we need. Continuing on, we got some weaker shelves that have just most of our dry goods, so they're not very heavy, so that they could actually be supported. And the plan here is to build some shelves. Not really sure how high, maybe up to like the fridge or something. Not exactly sure the design on that yet, but we'll be having some shelves here for storing all our canned goods. In the center here, we have currently a countertop. This countertop is not going to end up staying. It's pulled forward right now with stuff stored in between the couch and the countertop, because with the stairs walking up and down, a lot of stuff does tend to fall down. So we are going to end up covering the back of this, and then we will get a kitchen table, which I'm not sure if we're going to end up building that or whatnot either, but eventually that will sit in this space right here. Well, that covers basically the whole downstairs. We do have a couple lofts we can check out. So right above the kitchen here, we have our main bedroom. This is where basically all our clothes and sleeping area is. So let's go take a look at that. So this is our loft. We're right up in the peak of the A-frame, so it gets a little tight at our heads. These lights we have angled upward because they are just so bright right in your face right here if they're pointing downward. So just the reflection off the top is plenty. We have a queen size air mattress here. That is currently what we use. We will eventually get an actual mattress, of course, and probably build a bed frame for this. Otherwise, right now, we just have a bunch of storage up here. We have a pile of cast iron stuff that I had gathered previous to moving out here. We have just a pile of extra jars and clothes and a whole lot of other things piled here for now until we have better space for it. And then we have clean clothes running down this side. But that's about it for this loft. Before heading down, I'll mention that we will be building a railing, of course, here. And then we'll probably be building a half wall right here on this side of the stairs just below the lights, so that as you come up you can still reach the lights pretty easy, but it'll kind of give some seclusion to this side of the house too. Our ceiling fan looks really low. It has a 6-foot down rod on it right now, but we are very happy with exactly where that landed. It is just slightly above the height of the loft floor. So when the fan is running, it gives a great draft up through here and blows everything through perfectly fine. When we need to cool it off or anything, we just open the window down there, open the window up here, it blows right through super easy. Also then, when we have the light on down there, it's down low enough where it doesn't light up the loft, so it still stays dark up here if anybody's up here. So lastly, we just have the loft above the deck that stores water and has our batteries for the inverter and solar stuff. And also a little bit of storage currently. Right now, the only way I have up there is this ladder. Eventually, we're going to be adding like some pipe brackets and building a ladder into the side there. And then we'll get a railing put up. So there's not really much to show up there, just as small as the other side. For headroom, it's just a lot shorter. It's only 9 feet deep, where I believe that one's like 16. So yeah, just a water tank and a couple batteries and a little bit of garden stuff. So the last thing to mention with this cabin is our wall coverings. Right now we're just have pink foam showing everywhere. So the plan for that is to tile this back wall, or sorry, tile the front wall behind the stove. And then we're going to do a shiplap siding up the A's all the way to the peak. And then the back wall, both lower and upper, and then the front wall up in the loft, probably will all be sheetrocked. And then the ceiling for the kitchen will also be sheetrocked. Not really too much to show being a 20 by 40 foot cabin, but that is currently what we have and some of the plans we have for the future. We mostly wanted to record this just as a reference point for now, and then in the future, once we're finished with this cabin, we have something to look upon. So, thanks for taking a look.